Peace. This is Wise for Wise Words Media. And why is everybody so mad at Patrick Beverly? Why is everybody so mad at him? Let me commence by saying this. I am far from a Patrick Beverly fan. Far. For those of y'all that know, I'm a huge Russell Westbrook fan. Huge. Love Russell Westbrook. And back in the 2013 season, Patrick Beverly did one of the most disgusting plays I've ever seen. When he straight up, he didn't even go for the ball. He chip blocked Russell Westbrook. And Westbrook ended up tearing either his MCL or ACL and missed the rest of the season. And, most players don't recover from that. They're not the same player ever again. But thanks to Russell Westbrook's freakish athleticism and hard work, he not only came back, but was better than ever and even won an MVP. So, with that established, I'm not a Patrick Beverly apologist nor defender. However, why is he catching so much slack from people calling him? You got people so upset. You got people, role players, calling him a role player. Oh, well, he ain't nothing but a role player. What is he talking about? He's a role player. You're a role player. What are you talking about? He's got a lot of people upset, man. And all he did, and I'm with him on this one. All he did was go up to ESPN on Monday, the day after Phoenix lost, in the most embarrassing, biggest upset in NBA history. The next morning, he's up there. ESPN flew him in for wherever he was because they were like, oh, yeah, we know this is going to get some heat. And they had him on Get Up and First Take. And dude was just lighting everybody up. Everybody had J.J. Redick, Windhorse, and all these guys trying to make excuses for Chris Paul, because ESPN is all about the superstar. It ain't about sports. It's all about the superstar. They don't care about the totality of the sport. They only celebrate the stars. So Pat Bev goes up there and he's like, yo, y'all got to start holding that man accountable. This is year upon year. He is the most choking artist, the most choking basketball player in history. The numbers stated. He's the only player that's been up 2-0 in a series 5 times and has lost each and every one of them, giving up a 2-0 lead. So Pat Bev's like, yo, y'all got to start calling that man out. Y'all got to start holding him accountable. Y'all don't hold him accountable. Whenever Harden chokes, y'all quick to call him out, put him on blast. When Paul George chokes, Pandemic P and all that, y'all quick to put him on blast. Where is the accountability for Chris Paul? Why don't y'all say anything when it comes to Chris Paul? So, he's got them all baffled, and they're all flustered because they're trying to conjure ways to defend him. So all they keep bringing up is his legacy and he's one of the greatest point guards. No, but talk about what just happened. Windhorse comes on, and Windhorse tries to say something like, oh, well, I'm baffled. I don't know what I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. How are you getting paid by ESPN to be an analyst, yet you don't know what to say? ESPN, who y'all hiring? Who y'all got up there? This guy said, I don't know what to say because Chris Paul choked again. How are you an analyst and don't know how to analyze? So Windhorse tries his best to deflect. And Pat Beverly, credit to him, put him right back on the hot seat. No, you're not going nowhere. Explain. You have to say something. Say something regarding what happened. We're not gonna let him off the hook. Say something. Because you guys always jump down when it's somebody else. But Chris Paul is one of y'all golden childs, and y'all don't say nothing about him. So this guy, Windhorse, goes on and says, well, if you look at the last series with the Pelicans and Chris Paul goes 14 for 14, Pat Beverly, stop it. That was the last series. Talk about this one. Shut him down. Talk about this series, what he did, or the lack thereof, because he didn't do anything. Guy took 9 shots. Yeah, 14 for 14 last series. Took 9 shots in a game 7. The man had like 1 point at halftime. Like this, you can't, that's unacceptable. And it's true. They jump down the throat of Russell Westbrook whenever he's having a bad streak or whatever. They Russell Westbrook, headlines all Westbrook, Paul George, Harden. Is it certain? If you reach a certain pedigree, they're not going to touch you. And Chris Paul's a part of those untouchables. Just like LeBron James. They will never say anything negative about LeBron James. They refuse to say that Chris Paul choked. And that's all Pat Beverly did. Now you got all these NBA players and former NBA players, role players calling him a role player. Like, yo, what did Pat Beverly do wrong? I mean, yo, it's baffling because I don't like Pat Bev as a player, you know, based on what he did in the past. But yo, he's absolutely right. You guys cannot, you know, you can't play favorites. If you're going to be a sports network, you cannot play favorites. One, if you're going to criticize one person, you have to criticize the other. So, yeah, I just was laughing this whole week. I had to get that out because this has been funny, man. Everybody come out left and right. From superstars and role players, everybody talking about this. But, you know, what's y'all feelings on Pat Bev? Y'all feel that he's right and exact about it? You know, that the media do have to get on Chris Paul because this is now 5 times he choked and back-to-back seasons he choked because he choked last year, same type of performance, strong first game, then the rest of the series he was gone. So is Pat Beverly right and exact? Or is Pat Beverly wrong? Simply wrong for calling out Chris Paul and the media for not getting on Chris Paul. Drop a comment, hit the like. Peace.